Hello everybody, RegiTime here, and today's video is my playing some $60 Australian dollar 5-card PLO on the PPP Poker Club Potbombers. I've started working with these guys this week, making some videos, some content for their website, and they got in touch asking me. They said they liked the last PLO video that I made, and would I do another one, but PLO5. I explained to them that I'm not even good at PLO4, so PLO5 would not be particularly strat intensive, and certainly not good strat intensive, and they didn't seem to care much. Then I said, I don't particularly want to play with my own money because I don't think I'm a favourite in the game, or if I am, it's super high variance and what have you. They didn't want to do it, and they said, don't worry, just play, and whatever you lose, we'll give you back. And I was like, seems reasonable. They said I could keep all the profits, which didn't seem reasonable, so I said, nope, we'll do it on the old typical rounders deal that when Kanish, or whatever his name was, offered to take Mike, 50-50 split on profits, and if I lose it's on them. I'm happy with that, they're happy with that. If anyone ever wants me to make a video playing a high variance game at higher stakes than I usually play, on a 50-50 split no makeup, please get in touch, because I'm bang up for it. Any day of the week, any time of the day. So I thought it was very nice offer of those guys to do that. So yeah, I played for 80 minutes. We're not going to review the whole 80 minutes in this video. We're going to review about half of it. We're going to split it into two. And I'm just going to talk about the hands I'm involved in, or some big pots that go down that I'm not involved in, and just give my take on it. It probably won't be very good advice. It's just a random, no limit nits take on a super high variance, super splashy game against lots and lots of probably even worse players. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get it up to mega fast speed again, so we can get through as much as possible. I'm not using my mouse today, so there could be some misclicks on the dibba dabba dobba, but we'll hopefully not. We're on the just on the touchpad today. See what happens. I play pretty tight in the start of this video. I get a little bit looser as the video goes on, but let's face it, I'm never going to be super loose because nit. So we'll do the usual format. We'll basically try and skip through. Does this go even faster? It'd be sweet if it did. Let's see what happens if we click faster again. Oh yes, does it? We'll skip through to the hands that that we're interested in. This is the first interesting hand. I overlimped with Jack Jack Deuce 6 Queen, which is a miserable hand except for the Jack Jack part of it. I think it's fine to play on the button to try and make a set and what have you, and then negotiate post flop as best you can in position. And then this 91 VPIP dude, like, just bumped it up from the small blind. Everyone called, so I decided to call. Now when we get what we wanted to see, we flop a set, and then things start to get quite interesting. He immediately leads out for pot, which I'm expecting he would do with, like, I mean, it's a 91 VPIP, 91.34. He's going to be doing this with, like, a very wide range. He doesn't just have to have, say, top set here. He can certainly have aces here, flush draws, all kinds of, like, flush, straight draw combinations, etc. I think we probably have the best hand right now, and if he's got a set of kings, then fuck our lives. But even if we have got the best hand, he's probably going to have a shit ton of equity against us, you know, with, like, his overpair. Maybe he's got, I don't know, some kind of fucking two pair already, like kings and eights or something, where it's got the equity to the higher full house, flush draws, straight draws, etc. So it's not a situation we're in love with, but if I'm playing a game where I cannot get middle setting against somebody with a 91 VPIP, then it's not a game that I ever want to play. The dude behind him goes all in for his $21. That's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this is the guy we're focusing on playing against here. This dude's probably got some equity. Well, yeah, it's PLO5. He's bound to have some equity. Who knows how much equity he's going to have. So I guess we're still just going to go with the hand. I mean, it could be terrible, by the way. I think against maybe like really good players, maybe middle sets a fold here against two people who are committing lots of winnings to the pot. I could certainly hear an argument for that and give an argument for that some credit in my brain for sure. But 91 VPip, 71 VPip, middle set. I think it's time to just roll the dice. Did what I did, and we obviously got it all in, and we were up against the nut flush draw with two pairs. The guy at the top left, the caller, this true teller. So he flopped really, really well with his nut flush draw and his two pairs. So he's entitled to love that flop and put all his money in. The other dude's got top and bottom pair with a high flush draw, with a small flush draw. So he's entitled to love his hand, and we've got the middle set. So we get it in with 52% equity in a multi-way pot, which I'm presuming is pretty fucking good in this game. Could be wrong. But, I mean, we got it in flipping versus two players in a really big pot, so I guess that's okay. What isn't okay is him making his full house on the turn. That isn't okay. And we get felted 2 minutes into the mission. So not off to a good start this table here. We lost another 20 big blinds. And we are only 4 minutes into the session, and with 20 big blinds there, about 80 big blinds down already. But that's what you expect in this game. If you're going to lose heart in the first 4 minutes of a session, then maybe poker's not for you. And PLO with more than 4 cards certainly isn't for you. Down here on table 2, we wake up with suited aces, and we decide just to repot versus a 51-27. And this dude here, I actually didn't realise at the time, this is the dude that I was talking to before the session, and he did say he was going to join me at my tables, just to basically fuck around with me, I guess, or just to have some fun. I didn't realise that was him at the time, but since aware it was him, I realised later in the video it was him, because that's like part of the Potbombers logo that you can see there. So I was aware he was going to join me. I just wasn't really paying attention to like advertising and things. But so at the time I didn't know. Later in the video we're in a hand where I do know it's him. At the time I didn't know this was him. I just looked at his VPip and thought, yep, fish, 50/15, absolute whopper. Let's 3-bet our aces. That was basically my thought process. So we did. And we got called in 2 spots, and we did not flop at all well. When you're going to 3-bet pocket aces, you do not want to see the 5, 6, 8, none of your suit fucking board coming down. So at this point I was very much just in give up mode. Already reloading. No, I'm not putting any more money in. Still just checking. Still just checking. Although I'm starting to hope I might win now, given it's checked through 3 times. And it turns out we did win. And the reload was not necessary. I only played 2 tables in this session, by the way, because I was talking to you before the session, and what he said made a lot of sense. He said, don't play 3 tables. It's a total mindfuck playing 5-card PLO 3 tables. And it was like a little mini light bulb moment to me, because I'm so used to playing 3 tables when I play no limit. It's just like human nature to me to just open 3 tables. And I did find this session, I didn't get bored during it. I didn't feel like it was going too slow, and I felt like I actually played a little bit better than I sometimes do. So perhaps if we continue this PLO adventure, which I'm open to do either on my own money or by being staked by these guys to produce videos for them, I think the 2 table when playing PLO makes a lot of sense, because there's so much more to think about when you are in pots. Obviously when you're not in pots, you kind of wish the next hand was coming. You wish you had the 3rd table so you could be dealt with another hand. But when you are in pots, I think that extra thinking time you have and not having to focus on like a 3rd table makes a huge difference. So that's why we're 2 tabling in this video. remember thinking at around this point, thinking, wow, how easy is it to continually get dealt shit hands in 5-card PLO? Didn't think it was possible to get dealt such a miserable collection of hands. 8, 8, 3, 7, 4, 5, 7, ace, 6, queen. Miserable as sin holdings. Jack 6, 7, 3, 3. I was like, come on, aren't we supposed to get hands where we can play all the time in this game? Call a bet here with our 2 queens on table 1. And the board checks through. Not a good turn card, lots of straights get there, some draws develop. Don't think it's a spot where we can start betting 2 queens at all. And another 6 on the river. Again, kind of start to hope maybe we have the best hand, but once someone bets, then we almost certainly don't have the best hand. And even if we do, it's a spot where I'm just willing to be bluffed. Look at that, ace 6, 10, 4, 7. Bobbins. Absolute bobbins of a hand. It's a travesty of a hand. Jack 10, 9, deuce 7 looks like a hand I'm going to want to... Oh, Reggie. Can we over... No, I don't think we can overlimp there. Cut off, can we overlimp? I just look at the Jack 9, Jack 10, 9, 7 part and think, yeah, that's kind of run-downy. The 2's hideous. Only 1 suit. Maybe it's a fold. Probably should be a fold, actually, I think. I don't know, though. Someone might come along and tell me what a fucking nit I am. Wouldn't be the first time. And I'm absolutely convinced it won't be the last. We would have made a flush, as it happens. I think what I will pause to say now, because maybe I should have said it at the start of the video, is I think for recreational players who usually deposit and lose at No Limit Hold'em, and let's face it, there's loads of you guys out there. I don't mean to sound condescending or patronising or anything like that. But yeah, let's face it, lots of these guys exist. You know, like what they say that only like 10% of players win at poker. So if you're in that vast number, like 90% of players, I'm genuinely, and this is not me shilling or anything like that, I genuinely think that Pot Limit Omaha is a more fun game than No Limit Hold'em. I think you have more chance to win in the short term, because you're going to be up against, like, look at these tables, lots of players that are worse than you. Obviously, the variance increases. There's more luck involved. Hand equities run closer together. But I think you have more fun. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've been playing some PLO home games with my friends. They won't play No Limit Hold'em. Like, if you say, let's have a midweek No Limit Hold'em, like, mini tournament or whatever, not interested. But you say, like, play PLO, bang, they're in. We played a game of Raz midweek, home game Raz. We all loved it. We all had a lot of fun. None of us really knew what we were doing. It was good fun. My wife is now, like, playing Pot Limit Omaha and PokerStars tournaments mostly at night time. And my friends who we have like a weekly home game, like No Limit Hold'em league, deep stacked, good structured, fucking 10-man sit and go last 5 hours. We have that once a week and we all enjoy it. But through the week, nobody wants to play No Limit Hold'em. They want to play other games. And I think, like, the general poker player's palate is starting to desire more flavours than just No Limit Hold'em. So I think if I was playing poker from a purely recreational point of view and I had £100 a week just to spend on playing poker for fun, I think I would probably either play multi-table tournaments to get value for my money, to make my money last quite a long time, to get play a few $5-10 tournaments a night and hopefully bink something now and again. If I was playing cash, I genuinely don't think I would play No Limit Hold'em. Certainly not all of the time. if I was a recreational losing player, because you kind of look at the tables, you already know that, most people will already realise I'm the fish in this game, I'm the losing player. You might not come out and physically say the words, and if someone asks you how you do at poker, you might come out with the usual stuff, break even, maybe win a little bit, but deep down, you're probably not. So in terms of what value am I getting for my money, I'm going to put this £100 on, and I'm going to expect to probably lose it over the week. So how can I maximise my enjoyment from this money? And I genuinely, hand on heart, on anything you'd like me to swear on if you're into that kind of thing. I mean, it's bullshit, of course, but I genuinely believe, I'd state my integrity on this, that I think I would play Pot Limit Omaha if I was purely recreational, expecting to lose, because I think I'd just have more fun doing that. Now, obviously, if I'm a winning no limit hold'em player, as I am, and I'm playing to supplement my income, then that's maybe less of a good option, because I may be able to get in softer games and against worse players, but if my edge isn't as big, maybe my hourly rate or my expected earnings over the course of a year would be reduced because of that. So I'm not encouraging winning no limit regulars to say that switch to Pot Limit Omaha, because you're doing what you're doing and you're doing well at it, and you should probably continue doing that. I'm talking specifically to recreational players who expect to lose anyway, and I genuinely think that Pot Limit Omaha, and the more cards the better if you want more fun. If it's all about fun for you, try and have some fun, try and get lucky. Maybe you have a good week where you win 10 buy-ins. You're not going to have a week where you win 10 buy-ins playing no limit hold'em. But it could easily happen playing Pot Limit Omaha. So you're like, right, I'm putting my £100 on, and who knows, maybe at the end of the week I might quadruple it, or I might lose it all, like I normally do. But you've got more chance of having the weeks where you quadruple it playing Pot Limit Omaha than you probably ever have at no limit hold'em, and you'll have more fun to boot. So I think that's a point that's worth making, specifically aimed at recreational players who have some spare money to gamble with, not money that you can't afford to gamble with, but spare money you can afford to gamble with recreationally. I genuinely think that playing Pot Limit Omaha would be a lot more fun for you, or a lot more fun for a lot of people. Obviously can't speak for everybody, but I think it's a point that's definitely worth making. All these absolutely miserable holdings. I promise you, there is action in the video. Maybe not in this one, where 2/5 of the way through this first video now in terms of playtime on the original video. We're going to stop at exactly 40 minutes into the video, so I know where to restart the next one. But I promise you, there is action to come. No spoilers, not going to say if it's good or bad action, because it could very easily be either. But there is action to come, either in this video or certainly in the next one. It's not all just fold, fold, fold. Sadly, at the moment, we're just not getting dealt too many playable hands, and I guess that's the same for poker, whichever format you're playing. So here on table 2 we have 2 kings with some diabolical side cards, and we flop. Okay, it's a multi-way pot. Our opponents have got 15 cards between them. Probably a good chance one of them's got 6. And we also have 2 kings over on this table, so we'll try and do them both at once. We have 3 kings, so I'm just going to fold actually. Already reloading. You can tell I'm not planning on putting too much money in with the kings here. Nine turns, checking again. I think we should probably check call here if we do get bet into, or maybe think about it, but not for pot. Not for pot. Straights out there, full houses out there. I think this is an interesting hand, the Ace 7, 6, 9, 10. It's kind of run down here. We have a suit to the, we have like a nut suit, and we have like the 6, 7, 9, 10. I'd rather not have the gap in the middle. We're going to flop a lot of gut shots with this type of hand, because we have the gap in the middle. But Still, nevertheless, I guess a 77-31. I think our options here are either 3-bet or call. I don't remember what I did. If I was playing the hand again now, I think I would probably just call. But let's see what I do. I do just call. And we flop. Kind of meh. We've got a gut shot to the 8, have we? Which isn't to the nuts. One pair and a backdoor flush draw, so not too much going on. But we are in position. We get that into a pot. I think I should fold here. Oh, why do I call? Why do I call? I guess my backdoor equity was just too tempting for me. I think that's probably what I was thinking at the time. That we have a gut shot. Do we have any more gut shots there? No, we just have the 8, don't we? Ah, no, now we don't, though, do we? Now we've got the, yeah, fair enough. We have the double gut shot, one of which is to the nuts. We hit the queen, we've got the nuts. If we hit a spade, we've got the nuts. So, yeah, I think on the turn there, we have to call. He bet 6, didn't he? So we take 18 off here. So there was 8 in the pot. He bet 6. He called. So we were getting over 3-1. And we had like 12 outs to the nuts. So, yeah, we'd have to call there. No problem with it. And we just don't get there. I'm pretty sure we just give up. We do river 2 pairs. Don't think we can call the bet though. Can we check and win? No, we can't. We cannot check and win. My short-term memory is fucking appalling. I only played this session like a couple of hours ago. Already forgetting what happened in it. I think we're probably going to be playing the Jack-Jack with the ace and the queen to a nut suit here. We are. And we do not flop particularly well. We flop top pair, no kicker, no flush draw, and a very moderate gut shot, which isn't to the nuts. And we just fold to the pot size bet, I hope. We certainly fold to the pot size bet and the raise. Flop a set over on table 2, but from memory it's not a very interesting pot, so we're not going to focus too much on it. Ah, right, we river like underfull, an underfull I believe is a technical term for it. And I hit the time bank. I think instinctively I know this is a fold. Instinctively it's like, yeah, this should be a fold. We lose to like ace king, ace queen, ace 5, pocket kings. So we lose to a lot of stuff. Don't really beat very much, to be honest with you, but it's such a small pot. I've got a horrible feeling it's going to make a sloppy call, but I think we should probably just fold. We do call. And we win. So there we fucking go. Goes to show how, A, how shit my short-term memory is, and B, how I can't even play hands well that I've won 2 hours ago. When I'm reviewing them, I'm like, don't like that. So yeah, go me. Did I tell you I was shit at PLO5? Because I am. So what have we got going on here? We have 2 kings with nothing much going on, so I'm guessing this is going to be a check fold over here. And I think we're about to 3-bet some pretty shit aces. I don't think this should be a 3-bet. Unless we can get it all in. Yeah, we're going to be at 3-bet to 8 here, aren't we? So yeah, no, it should be a 3-bet. Should be a 3-bet, hope all the money goes in. That's what we should be doing here, I think. Against these stack sizes and these V-pips. No, we could only 3-bet to 7, but never mind. All goes in anyway, and we get it in against kings with not much, well, double suited kings actually, so fair dues. And we get it in against, I mean, this hand it's an appalling call off, isn't it? That completely fair, double suited kings, and he's got a 9, so queen 10 stuff can start being helped. That is surely quite appalling. He's only put $2.10 in, and he puts another 18 in afterwards. He's got it in with 22% equity, which is probably pretty shit in this game. And we just felt 2 people at once, which felt nice, I'll be honest. Fair enough, it was only for 50 big blinds between them, but it still felt nice to get the double felting in. not convinced by this open on the second table. And this 7-6-8-8-5. We are in the cut-off though. So, I mean, I guess how bad can it be? I think the problem with this is we open. This guy's just got like a 3-bet all day stack, hasn't he? So maybe it's not the best of opens. But once we flop this well, we just hopefully pot it and move on. Pot it, take it down. Kings with a nut suit on table 2. Told you things started to get a bit more interesting. Hope you stuck with it. We flop top pair, top kicker. Oh, sorry, we flop top 2 pairs. Sorry, top. Fucking hell, Reg, read the board, you prick. Flop top and bottom pair with the backdoor nut flush draw. So we're going to be sticking around at least a little while with this hand. I'm not sure why I didn't check there. I'm not sure why I didn't bet there, actually. I think I should definitely bet there. Turn a boat. And just take it down. King's over here with the suit. Flop a good shot. And we see a bet and a raise in front of us, so we turbo muck our gut shot. What's our friend got here? What's he called my open with? That. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. What's that all about? Can't be a defending PLO5. I mean, this guy's got 3 aces. And he's just been completely outflopped by the 10 Jack Queen. I don't think I like that. I don't know. I don't want to fall out with you. I've only recently met you and you seem like a really nice guy. But I'm not on board with this, I don't think. Not on board with it. But you were. And you won. So that's that. And then I didn't want to continue playing heads up, so I think we're just going to leave this table in a moment, I think. And join another one. In the meantime, we get dealt pocket aces with a suit and a king and a queen, which give my little man a reason to get excited. Then we just flopped a top set. Then we just potted it because we don't know what else to do. I mean, looking around, we had 3 callers pre-flop. It's a pretty dry board. There's not tons of draws out there, but people can have other sets. They can have wraps. They can have open-enders. They can have gut shots if they don't care. So I think we need to bet, and if we're going to be betting in a multi-way pot on a board that like hits our range, then I guess we should just be bombing pot into it, which is what we did. Don't think we get any action from memory though, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Can't make them call all the time, can you? Potentially some action over on table 2. Lots of people in the pot. Lots of money already in the pot. See if it gets massive. No, it doesn't get really that massive, so crack on, Reg. We're not here to watch other people. Got 5 minutes to go in the actual video, so probably not going to get too many more hands to look at during this video, but you never know, one might come up. The 8, 9, 10, 8 king. We should. Oh, I thought we weren't going to play that for a minute. I was about to be cross with myself. I mean, it's not brilliant, but we do have like a high flush draw. We have like an 8, 9, 10. We have a pair, so it felt like we could try and see a flop with it. And we face a min raise from the button from someone who clearly hates life and hates money, because I don't think that can ever be a good play. I mean, this guy's probably a regular 49. He's at 2 tables, playing 49/47/12, which for this game seems tight compared to my other opponents. But If you're min raising the button over multiple limps and it's not a misclick, then you're a fuckwit. So you either misclicked or it's a fuckwit, possibly both. As you can see, I start to get a little bit more adventurous as I start to get my feet wet. We've now gone for a pretty ambitious isolation raise against a 77-31 with that shit. I just saw nutsuit 6, 7, 8. Fuck it. Don't think it's good, but we did it. We did it anyway. And look at that for the flop. Look how we flopped. We raised with a pretty shit hand, and we flopped. I don't know if that's classed as a wrap or not. We've got the 6, 7, 8, so any 6, 7 or 8 for a straight. We've got the backdoor diamonds, and we've got the nut flush draw. We do not deserve to flop that well with this piece of cheese that we raised with, but we did. And we just started mashing pot, because that's what we do in this game. We got called in 2 spots, and then we hit a diamond, which probably doesn't fucking help me, to be honest, because let's face it, are we going to win this with an 8 high flush? Maybe, maybe no one's got diamonds, maybe our diamonds alive, who knows. But at this point, I just looked and thought, well, I've got a straight draw still to the nuts with the 6, 7 or 8. Maybe no, the 8 wouldn't be to the nuts anymore, would it? No, with the 7. Oh, right. So we've only got a nut draw we've only got a nut draw to the 6. But still, we've got a fucking straight draw. And we've got 2 flush draws. And I felt we got lots of draws. Let's just mash pot. Expected to get called in at least one spot. But roll the dice. I didn't want to check. And amazingly, we got 2 folds. And I was highly delighted with the outcome. Right, we've got like 90 seconds left. We're going to watch these aces and these queens, and then we're going to wrap it up. So with the aces, we flop pretty badly. I guess we're just giving up. Please give up, Reg. We do. And with the queens, we flop pretty badly. If we even saw a flop, I'm not sure we did. We do turn. We had the nut flush draw here, and we had like a gut shot to the nuts as well. Oh, we've got an 8 that gives us a straight that might not be any good. So we've got tons of equity here. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to wimp out and call here. Should this be a raise? I mean, he's never folding King 10. We have a 10. He's never folding King 10. Should it be a raise here just because we have the nut flush draw and we have like a double gut shot? Or do we just take our odds? If we assume he's never bet folding, which in this game I don't think we will bet fold very often, so if we assume he's never bet folding, is it better just to take our direct odds, call and give up when we miss? Or is it better to roll the dice here and pot it? Answers on a postcard, please. I suspect I'm going to call, and I think that's probably the best play. And then we improve to 2 pair on the river, but it's clearly not a good card for us, and we lose. So there we go. That's the end of the first video. We stopped at 39 minutes 46 seconds. That's perfect. I can just start the next video bang on 40 minutes and we won't miss any action. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing the session, and I've enjoyed making this video. I know PLO videos don't do as well on my channel because primarily I'm followed by no limit hold'em players, but please do, well, no point in saying please do give it a chance, because if you haven't reached this part of the video, you haven't given it a chance. But I hope you guys have stuck around, have really enjoyed it. And if you want to get involved in these games, you can get in touch with me, or you can go direct to the Potbombers website, and you can get in touch with those guys, do your deposit through them or through me, whichever you prefer, and get playing in the games. And you'll have a lot of fun. It's a really nice app. It runs really smoothly. They're really nice guys. They're really well organised, and yeah, they deserve support. So fingers crossed you guys will get in touch with me or them and get involved in one of their clubs. and we can chat again soon. The next video, if you're watching this the day it's delivered, the next video is going to come out on Tuesday. It's Saturday now, it's going to come out on Tuesday. If you're watching this 2 weeks in the future from now, then the other video is already there. Just go and find it. Take care, everybody. Be safe, stay well, look after yourselves, look after your mental health, look after the mental health of those around you, and yeah, show the love and receive the love from me. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye for now.